Hello and welcome back. So, do you want to take charge of what you say and what you do, and finally take charge of the results that you get in your life? Body language has got such a great connection with what you say and what you do, and with the results that you get in your life. Body language is linked to the actions and the results that you get in your life. Now, let's do an experiment and see. Now, suppose I'm sitting straight, erect, and I'm looking into your eye. Now, if I tell you, just do this experiment with me, slouch your shoulders and let them go down like this, and cave in your chest and drop your head down. I'm doing it with you, so you follow me. So just do this with me. Drop your head down and put your feet down and let your hands just go limp and say, this is going to be the best day in my life. I'm so happy. Just observe your feelings and come. You see, did your body language match what you're saying? Did you feel happy? Did you feel overjoyed that your day is going to be the best day in your life? You didn't, right? So similarly, if you say the other vice versa, you stand straight or sit straight and your shoulders are, they're held straight, go back, and your chest is out and your stomach is in and your neck is straight, you hold your head high, upright, and then you say in a loud voice, I'm so miserable and this is the most miserable day in my life. I'm not shouting so much, but you can shout out and say. So how are you feeling now? Are you feeling miserable? Are you feeling sad when you say this? You can do this. You can pause the button and actually you can do this and get back to the video. And you can actually shout out when you say, I'm so sad, I'm so miserable. Do you think though what you say and what you do and your body language, is it speaking the truth? Do you feel that? No, you won't. It's perfectly not in sync. So it shows that the body language always speaks the truth. It syncs with what you feel and what you think ultimately. And this is what is going to produce the actions and the results. So ultimately, you are producing your results in your life using your body language. But we are not aware of that, and many of us just go along unconsciously and mindlessly using a body language and speaking. Of course, we speak very negative words many a times. But then if you are doing it, become aware of it now. This is the time to become aware how you use your body. And if you're throwing your hands, and if you're slouching, if you're sitting in postures which is really not energetic, then you need to reverse that, because that produces the exact results that you are actually saying it with your body. With the words you may be saying completely different. It's going to be a happy day, but then that happiness is not getting reflected in your body. So our minds always takes the body as the witness, and then there is a mind body link. The mind and body are in complete sync. So they actually absorb all these communication that you make through using your body. And this is so important for you to become effective in your communication. Okay, so there's also another egg and chicken story that I would like to tell you, and it goes like this. Suppose you have this habit of wondering how you're going to produce the results. I mean, is it like I smile first and then feel happy, or is it that I feel happy and then I can smile when I'm happy, right? Maybe you felt it sometimes, I don't know whether to smile or to cry. You may be using these words. We have seen these in the movies. When there are certain situations that come in our life, we make such dialogues that I don't know whether to smile or cry, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. This situation is so very uncontrollable. I'm in a mess. But then the scientific research says that, again, the body and mind are in sync. If suppose you want to feel happy, you can actually fake it. You can start smiling. Just try this out. Experiment. When you start smiling, your body starts producing the endorphins. Endorphins are the feel-good hormones. And these feel-good hormones give that boost, that kind of a kick for you to start feeling more and more good. So again, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, which will make you feel better and better. Now, laughter is, of course, the ultimate way to feel good. You must have come across many people joining laughter clubs. Why do you think they do it? Because there is scientific research where when you start laughing loud, at least 5 to 10 minutes per day, your body starts producing those feel-good hormones or the feel-good chemicals, the endorphins. And that produces this kind of a wave of buoyant energy and the positivity that you can carry it throughout the day. Now, this is something which you can always experiment, and you must experiment that and feel good. Of course, we feel happy and we smile. So we can do it the other way also. So you see the power of the body and the mind and how they work, and especially in communication, right? So take note of this. Now let me ask you in fact, where do you have your locus of control? What do I mean by that locus of control? Have you heard of people saying, he makes me mad? So have you done that? Have you ever said, use these kinds of words, whether it's your boss or your spouse or your friend? So when we use such words, what happens? Are you pulling your strings, or are you giving them in the hands of somebody else? They pull your strings so that your responses are all controlled by others. That's what I mean by locus of control. Do you control how you want to respond? And do you have the freedom of choice? Or are you giving this into the hands of others in your life? And ultimately, they are deciding how you communicate, because your communication is what is your response to any situation. So are you the person who is very sensitive and all the time either crying or getting angry? When somebody else gets angry, you also enter into you actually give back to them in words or in your body language. So what is happening here is your locus of control is becoming external. You don't have the locus of control of your own behavior, your communication. So when you do this, people take charge of you, and you will not be able to influence the results that you want from that communication. But if you step back, think and reflect and respond in a positive way, you need not respond and give back what they have done. Suppose they've been mean to you, or they've hurt you, or they've been rude to you. Instead of being rude back, you have a choice. You can keep your freedom of choice to behave or respond in a different way by not giving the locus of control into their hands and keeping it internal. And you choose how you want to behave. You can, of course, acknowledge that this behavior is very annoying, that is human. But then you need not respond by, reacting. What you could do is just acknowledge their behavior and go carry on with your day's work and not be affected by somebody else's behavior or many people's behavior because in life we keep interacting with so many people. So ultimately your locus of control is in your hands. So the people who are successful in communication and who are very effective, they keep the locus of control in their hands and they do not react. In fact, they respond to the situations and to people. And when you keep this locus of control internal, you can engage and impact the results that you want from that communication. And you don't yield or you don't give in to somebody else's emotions. In fact, you become emotionally intelligent. So think about this, reflect, and let's meet in the next module.